the Ada wanted to drink her blood. Hey lady, welcome back to the ladies room, and today I am reviewing the book Freshwater by AkwaekeEmezi. I got the notes and I'm jumping right into it. So at the beginning of the book, the reader is introduced to the main character, which is a soul, or more specifically two twin brother and sister souls, and they're combined together. They have to journey through the gates of this dimension. They find a body and they root themselves inside of a human body. After that, the twin souls go dormant. This is when we meet the host body, which they call the Ada. I think that stands for Adler, and they make a lot of references to um, the egg of a snake. It's all very mysterious. So I wasn't sure what they were talking about at that point. Her parents, the Ada, live in Nigeria. Her dad is a doctor and her mom travels for work. I think that she's also a doctor of some kind. One day, the girl goes to her cousin's village in Nigeria for a celebration. And this traditional Nigerian celebration included some spiritual rituals. And I had to look up some of the terms in the book for the music and the cultural activities. But to me, this made the story more interesting. So, yeah, definitely. The spirits inside the Ada, the ones that had went dormant, awaken at this point. I think that she's like, I don't know, preteen age or somewhere around that age. They seem to have been reborn with little knowledge of what happened to them before, but they have a thirst for blood. Yes. Okay. Thirsty for blood. For blood. Where was I? For blood. She feeds them with her blood, usually through cuts. It's part of the book, and she feeds them while they're living inside of her. The spirits were awakened. Her little sister runs into the street. They were crossing the street one day, and her little sister runs across the street, gets hit by a truck, a car or a truck, and her like leg is shattered open, and um the Ada wanted to drink her blood. Towards the middle of the book, we are with the Ada. We're with the Ada in college, and she is exploring, and she doesn't really feel right in her own skin, and she's still mutilating herself. She meets this guy. I think his name is Soren. He is distant and he has a dark side, if I remember correctly. I think that's the same guy. I want to say that he has a girlfriend back in his the country where he's from, but she ends up falling for him. He tells her that he's gonna leave his girl, and yeah, they're on and off. The Ada starts spiraling. I didn't catch it at first, but somewhere within that relationship, um, she was taken advantage of. And the spirit, another spirit, had developed inside her as a protection during this act. That spirit roots herself deep within the Ada as well. The spirit's name is Asugara. This is where it started getting even deeper. The main character is thankful to Asugara, but Asugara has a will of her own. She thinks of Asugara as a deity. Asugara quickly becomes rooted in the Ada and starts possessing her body. They was rooted, you know. She starts trying to tear her away from her family and friends, and she feeds off the hate and she feeds off the pain. She's thankful to her for saving her, but she, at the same time, knows that she's being taken advantage of, and this spirit is stronger than her and feeding off of her. So she develops another spirit to protect her against that spirit, and that spirit's name is Saint Vincent. And he basically comes to her in her sleep and gives her a reprieve from Asugara, who's always like breathing down her neck, ready to jump in her body, like to the point where Asugara is like possessing this woman, like possessing her. Like, what? Because they all live in a marble room in her head. Eventually, she told the spirits that she wanted to separate from them, and they were looking at her like, you don't you don't have a choice. Yo, like, I mean, like, I get it, but like, y'all don't see what like she's doing. You know what I mean? Like, y'all don't see what she's doing, cause she's doing a lot, right? Like, she's doing a lot. Ups and downs with that. At the end of the book, the Ada has to make a decision of whether she wants to give the spirits what they want, which is ultimately her. They want her to come back with them to the beginning of time. Here's how they worded it. They worded, they have said, we just want to bring her back with us to a different dimension where we could all be together and they could all be a family and be connected together. We all know what that means, you know? So it got pretty wild, dark. I liked it. And you know, I would recommend it. Introduced me to a lot of different concepts from other places, and I was appreciative of that. It was interesting. It made it very interesting. And I give this book a 9 out of 10. I don't know why, but I always feel like the ending is rushed. I always feel like the author rushed the ending because a lot of books I just don't want to end. Anyway, have you read Freshwater by AkwaekeEmezi? What did you think? I want to know. Leave it in the comments. Leave a recommendation, and you may get a shout out. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.